Okay, I just wanted to do a small video, maybe, perhaps, and because I've been watching the election results and the testimonies and everything, and I've been thinking this week that one of the concepts or principles of Christian teaching is having a vision. And if you're familiar with Christian teaching, you already might know what it is. But for a lot of people, it might be a new concept, a novel thing. What's vision? In the way you talk about vision. Of course, we all know what vision is. Vision is seen, and but when the Bible speaks of vision, it's a little bit more involved. It's like being able to see into the future. A simple example would be like this week I put together what they call a crawler. I'm a mechanic. I've been a mechanic my entire life. So I ordered this crawler and it all came in pieces. I took the pieces. The pieces were in two boxes. I took the boxes out of the truck, opened up the boxes. It's all the parts and nuts and bolts and pieces, and I had to put it all together. But for me, it was fairly easy. You know, you do need to kind of like follow the directions. But other than that, it kind of went together pretty easy. And it was like, it's kind of like the golden calf. It kind of like jumped out of the fire and made itself. Not really, but because everything, of course, we know everything takes intent and purpose and has to go together by specific instructions. And you have to put one thing before another thing, before another thing, before another thing. You have to do things in succession in order to, and it's the same thing in biology too, of course. Only it's much more involved, much more complicated, much more information required for a biological life form. But anyways, with the concepts of vision, um, you have to look and see something, you know, see the potential of a situation. And regarding this week, a lot of people have given up maybe on Trump being the president because they can't see how it'd be possible for him to be president. But if you have vision, it's possible to see a, a path to his reelection. And there are some videos out saying that there is a path to his reelection. But you have to have vision. You have to have, you know, you have to be able to see what the potential is, what the possibilities are. And that's what vision is. When I looked at the pile of pieces, I opened up the boxes and just put the pieces, spread out the pieces all over the place, and painted the parts and everything. But I could see how it went together. I was just, as I was painting the pieces, I was seeing where each piece was. I noticed a couple of pieces missing. I called up the company and they sent me the pieces in the mail, the pieces that were missing. And since since it was basically what I've been doing my entire life, it just kind of like went together really easily. And it was Sunday, last Sunday that I started working on it, and it was together by, what was it, Thursday or something like that, Wednesday or Thursday or something, and would have been together sooner if it wasn't for the missing parts I was waiting for. Oh, it actually came. No, the parts actually came Friday. So, but anyway, so I had this vision of being able to see what the potential was, of how it could be put together, and it went together. And with Trump's reelection, we have to be able to see what the potential is, what the possibilities are, and see how it's possible for him to be reelected. But I've never lost hope as far as Trump being president. I have been holding on to the possibility that he could be reelected. I never actually thought that he would lose the election. And it seems to be becoming more and more clear, although a lot of people can't see it because, of course, they're not following it, that seems to be clear that there's a lot of evidence of fraud, that Trump could be or will be reelected. And in our Christian lives, that's what vision is all about. We have to see what the potential are, so what the potential is, what the potentials are. So we have to be able to, you know, see into the future. Basically, that's what faith is. Faith is for the future. Faith is the ability to see into the future and see what the potential is and see what can be accomplished. And that's what the entire history of Israel is all about. Nehemiah building the temple, building the walls, rebuilding the temple, or basically rebuilding the walls so that they could re-inhabit Jerusalem. You had to have a vision for that. You had to see what the potential was, and to be able to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem, because you have to have walls because of invaders, animals, whatever. Mostly mostly invaders. But hey, Doki, how you doing? Glad you could visit. So I'm talking a little bit about vision, faith and vision in the Christian life, which I've been thinking about lately. It's an important part of our life, and I don't hear too many people talking about vision, so I figured I would just do a little video on it, and it's to be able to see what the potential is in our lives and in the lives of other people, and as we minister to see what the power of the Word of God is capable of doing. We have to have a vision, or else the people perish. So, and of course, the faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the Word of God. So it's the Word of God that builds us up, and we build each other up with the Word of God, because that's really the point of what we're supposed to be doing, is building each other up and encouraging each other to do what's right, of course, and to be able to have a vision to see what the possibilities are in your Christian walk and each of our perspective Christian walks. So that's something that we're, like I said, has to come by the Word of God, and God, ministering to us as we minister to each other, and we build each other up. And then the thing is that the more that we were able to, get the fire going or get the coals burning hot, the hotter they become. So the hotter that we are, and the hotter that we make other people around us, the more miracles we're going to see, the more wonders of God that we're going to see, and the more we're going to have vision to see what the possibilities are in Christian teaching, in the Christian life, in the Christian walk. And it's all about holiness and sanctification too. It's all about doing what's right, saying what's right. And of course, we all have a lot to learn um, in our language, in our speech, as we relate to people, relate to each other. And, a lot of our discussions get a little bit heated sometimes, but we still need to, dial back our anger sometimes, or irritation sometimes, and remember that it's all for the sake of helping the other person. And a lot of times we do a good job and stuff, but other times we might need a little bit of admonition or uh, correction or, encouragement to do what's right, to say and do what's right. So that's what vision is all about. And we we need vision to be able to see a bunch of parts and see what the potential is. We need vision to see um, a pathway for the president to be reelected. We need to see the potential for sanctification in our lives as Christians. And that's about basically it, is that without a vision, people perish. And of course, faith is for the future. And that's what vision is be able to actually, to be able to see the dark would be another illustration for a blind person who's able to see things in the dark, just by making noises or tapping. That would be a form of having vision, in the dark. But that's what we need to do, because we're basically, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence not seen. Even though we don't see things now, we can see the possibility of things becoming a reality in the future. And that's what vision is all about, basically. So that's about it. So I hope everybody has a great week, rest of the week. I've been following the election results fairly closely, so that takes a lot of time. So I haven't been around too much, but I'll be back, hopefully. And I hope the best for everybody. Good message of vision. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good teaching. Yeah. God bless everybody.